Greg, tell us.
Well, the key thing I want to put out, when you look at what Jack's done there, it's the perfect time. If you're looking at getting investing, now's the time. Okay, we've spoken about this on a number of occasions. The price of housing to apartments, that gap has to close. So in terms of value, there's still exceptional value out there in buying apartments. The rental factors we're talking about here, students returning, all this sort of stuff. The reason why we say we've got students returning, we've got migrants returning. There's in fact apparently 150,000 student visas sitting out there proved that haven't hit our shores yet. We've got people living on their own. So in terms of rental growth, we're definitely going to see that. But again, it's the perfect time as an investor, which you want to see, is to get in at good value. So there's still good value out there to buy a property now with these really positive outcomes coming forward.
So just thinking about rent in its own right, I mean, it's interesting you said about how many visas have been approved, and it doesn't feel like, whilst the borders are open, it doesn't feel like the floodgates have even properly opened. I mean,
they've hardly even started.
I know I stressed you guys out by coming late to our pre sort of show chat, which we do to quickly get on the same page. I was with our building management team, and they went from literally, 10 days ago saying we're looking okay in terms of the number of staff to they're back saying that we're short of staff. So we haven't even really had those numbers coming in yet. The vacancy's gone. So is that, if it's not necessarily, the migration, the students flooding back in because they're yet to come, what is that trend? Is that people realising that they're coming back to the city?
Absolutely. So they're saying people that would traditionally be in regional areas are coming back. There's also people are living more on their own for some reason. It just seems to be a statistic.
You do that?
I do that.
In fairness, no one wants to live with it.
So no one wants to live with me. I live on my own. I've got my cat and myself. So that's it. So, but that's already, we've seen the vacancy rates drop without even the doors opening to these international students. We also spoke about this a few weeks ago, James, was the search. Remember we talked how there's a lead time between the number of searches and people coming through. Again, the areas that were hit most dramatically, like inner city, those are where everybody's searching. Is the South Banks, the Docklands, Melbourne, stuff like that. This is where everybody's going. This is where we want to be. We already have a shortage. So that's going to put even more pressure on rentals. And it's a perfect time, as I was trying to say, looking at all these things, there's still fantastic value in getting into apartments now because they haven't reached that. So there are potential good gains coming in there, and your rents will start catching up as well. So perfect storm.
So it's almost like your psychiatrist says with your mental state. You've got the low lows of 2020 and 2021 when vacancies were up, rents were down. We're going to have the high highs of 2022, 2023, 2024.
We popped a few Valiums. It's feeling good.
Good.
So.
Okay. All right.